Good high-quality H2O.
Too hot to fish.
Welcome to the Top Shelf Grumbling Podcast with Dan the Don Walls. This episode is brought to you by our sponsors. Lawn Hub for all your lawn care needs. Price Cutter, the best meat in town. Russell Motors, go see Austin. He's got what you need. Butcher Block Restaurant, voted Best Biscuit and Best Breakfast 2025. Available wherever you get your podcasts, coming to you from the Wilder Fitness Studio. Presenting a Where You Media production, this is Top Shelf Grumbling. All right, guys, we're back here with another episode of Top Shelf Grumbling. This here is not a live episode.
Not live.
Thank God.
Not live.
We've had some technical difficulties to begin with so far. Tonight, we're going to get into a little bit of grumbling to start off with. When you sign a contract and you don't do what the contract says, you have to pay the money. That's just kind of it. The whole back and forth with folks who disagree with that is asinine at this point.
Even Matt Moscona says pay the damn money. I mean, we're in the grand scheme of things, $1 million is a lot of money to somebody like us. But
I think moreover too, what it is that LSU said that they were not going to pay. There's on record them saying we're not a party to the contract. Sorry, but you know that they told those guys, oh man, don't worry about your buyout. We got that.
That's what I think it was Borky said. Look, absolutely zero chance that the players thought they was any chance they could be on the hook for this.
Yeah,
because like you said, they just that was like, don't worry worry about the buyout. We'll take care of everything. And
I mean, I saw somewhere too that it's possible that they're running into a cap problem with the revenue share, and that they already said, hey, we'll pay these guys so much money. We don't have $1 million to pay your guys' buyouts. Sorry, we thought that y'all you would win this lawsuit, and that's what we counted on.
Well, I kind of think they also thought that we might just not even worry with it.
Yeah, we're not worry about it. Like, we're not going to come after $1 million.
I mean,
we're
making us. Give us $1 million.
The Ole Miss Law School is not going to come after $1 million.
I mean, and what's that deranged psycho LSU guy that's the AYS Sports?
Oh, yeah, Ruffino. Yeah,
why is it?
He's insane.
He needs to get, like I said, watch his videos with no sound.
Yeah. He's
deranged. I mean, literally deranged.
He must not go back and watch his own stuff because it's horrifying.
Like, why do they think they don't have to pay the $1 million?
Yeah. Well, it's because you got Homer folks that just want to say Homer things and rile up the fan base. But even they don't believe what the words are coming out of their mouth.
There's no way. If it was Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
it'd be we're poor because we're not paying the buyout for the LSU player that went to, it'd be the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And saying Ole Miss looks desperate. Oh, they need that $1 million. It's like it's our $1 million. You look desperate and poor when you aren't paying it, or you're not stepping up for your players who you obviously are paying them more money than that $500,000 that they owe per player is a lot less money than their total compensation package for NIL that they're getting at LSU. So you got the money, pony it up.
And then you got people trying to compare. Well, what about Farrelly, our linebacker week Ole Miss got?
Yeah.
Not the same thing. He never signed any rev share. The rev share contracts or whatever are binding.
Yeah.
A financial aid contract is not binding.
It binds the school to the player, but not the player to the school. And that's,
you got LSU people. They're saying it's going to hurt Ole Miss's recruiting.
No, it's not.
Okay, you think, well, that just says you can't sign a contract and then leave, right? This was like a few days later.
Yeah.
And nobody held a gun to these kids' heads and said, so you got to sign this contract now.
No, absolutely
They willingly signed these contracts.
They were not under duress. They willingly signed contracts. And they just, and also, too, this would get back to representation and these kids being led by just whoever is close to them.
Uncle Jim.
Yeah, trying to get them just to, to get the most amount of money. And here's the thing: you can think about a long contract in the NFL and on down the line, but these folks are going to try to get right now money because they think, oh, this is the Wild West. We better go get as much as we can.
And I understand that really,
which is fine too. But if you get some of those folks are getting sent out into the portal and then nobody's picking them up. They're saying, hey, you can go get, you can command this kind of amount of money.
So you've seen it 100 times where that's happened.
Yeah. Hey, I got told to go in the portal, or I got advised to go in the portal, and then there's no home for me.
What was the the quarterback from Tennessee a couple of years ago. He's at
Nico.
I'm a leaving or whatever they were calling him.
Nico, I'm a leaver.
He thought there was going to be the big market for him, and UCLA ended up picking him up, but it was like he took less money.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to get all this a lot more money than what Tennessee was already paying him.
Or what he was pressing Tennessee to raise their offer for him to stay. He was just trying to shop himself to get some market.
He was like, I'm going to Tulane. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And he's wasn't even that good. Still not that. I mean, he's a decent quarterback.
A decent quarterback, yeah, but he's just a flinger.
And he that's a prime example of just I'm getting in the port. I'm going to make all this money and didn't even get. I don't think he didn't get near what he was getting at Tennessee. And he tried to say, then he tried to spin it. And was like, oh, that proves my decision. It wasn't about money. Yeah. Okay, whatever. No, it wasn't.
You just lost, and this is a good way to spin it. But no, coming back to
LSU has all this money. Yeah. Pay the money, all this just different or whatever. Pay let's have it.
You got to pay up. It's a contract, and that's just kind of it. And it would be bad precedent for us not to try to go get that money. Because it shows we have no backbone, and we don't care. You can sign whatever you
a contract.
Want to.
Well, that don't really matter. I can leave. They're not going to do anything to me. I mean,
absolutely.
Look, anybody. I hate that we're even giving this lip service, but anybody that's not a deranged lunatic knows that you got to pay the money. Yeah, this is a cut and dry case. A Mickey Mouse could win this case.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be that big of an issue when it comes down to it. I don't know where the money's going to come from or where they're going to try to say, oh well, LSU. They may throw LSU under the bus and say, oh, they said that they were going to pay this. But if LSU, like I said, they said I'm not a party to the contract, then there's nothing that. I don't care what you tell them at a recruiting visit or on the phone or through an agent or through somebody's uncle, like you said. If they don't sign something that say they're going to pay that, then they don't have to pay it. I mean, it's up to the kids to pay it. So they're leaving them out, high and dry as well too.
And this is just talking season fodder too.
Absolutely.
I mean, August the 6th can't get here fast enough.
The lull, the quiet before the storm.
Yes, fall practice, whatever you want to call it. Yes, August the 6th, Tuesday, August the 6th.
I will say for talking just a little bit about NIL stuff. I hate to agree with Lane Kiffin, but the incoming freshmen and all that stuff has to be capped. It's just like anything else. Your potential is not near as much as what you're actually worth. And these 5 stars coming out, and you can go through the list of 5 stars throughout the year,
rookie contracts in the NFL.
Yeah,
same difference.
Exactly. They can't be these astronomical contracts for these people who are actually spent time
proving it,
or getting paid less money. So. Hopefully we're moving towards something like that. I saw some tweet about Ted Cruz talking about this whole bill. It's kind of ridiculous. We got in Congress in here, but the NCAA is feckless, and they don't want even this to happen. So we had to get the government involved with
and
college
nothing's
football.
Happening either. Everybody's this is what needs to happen. This is what needs to happen, and everybody's pointing and like Nick Saban and lobbying all this, and literally nothing is happening.
Yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar that the goodness of the sport is not going to be what they're worried about at all. You had somebody was you want to say
Big Ten media days are going on.
Yeah,
and look, Kirk Cignetti went today. What I have to grumble about actually happened yesterday, but. Kirk Cignetti went today. He took a little shot at the SEC, which he has earned that right. Okay, and also too,
he did it indirectly by talking about what they did, not what. But you could tell it was towards the SEC.
And look, the SEC was walking around. We were walking around beating our chest for years. The Big Ten is they have caught up. A lot. Yeah. Now, the SEC still had more players drafted, I'm pretty sure, this past draft.
Yeah.
It's not some big gap like the Yankees are trying to spin it. But, and one thing, too, they're saying, well, everybody now can pay players. That's why it's the playing fields league. Like, the Big Ten, well, we never paid for a player before, ever.
Yeah, you don't think about
until USC. I mean, come on, my aching ass.
USC and Reggie Bush out there. It's not
and
just the
Ohio
SEC.
State. I mean, everybody
it's not
does
the Big Ten,
it.
but, I mean, the Pac-12, it's other
yes,
conferences.
The Big Ten has caught up, but it's not because everybody can pay players.
You go from paying 0 players to Bryce Underwood $12 million or whatever it
exactly. But Cincinnati took his little shot today. Now he's a national championship coach. He's earned that right.
Yeah.
But Burt Bielema, Brett Bielema, yesterday, he's done taken what the hell you're supposed to say?
Taken.
He's done taken multiple shots now since he's had a couple 8-win seasons at Illinois at the SEC
with our quarterback.
And he said something like they're still stuck in 2005. Like they're acting like it's 25 years ago since the last time the SEC won it. It's been 2 years ago the SEC won it. I mean, anyway.
When we talked about this the last podcast as well too, that I do believe that the Big Ten, spends more time on good quality defense and good quality football, offensive line play, good solid sound football. Which,
we have to stock your team just a little bit different because the weather. The last few games up there is colder and windier.
Well, what I'm saying is that the SEC I think has shifted towards more just absolute athletes. We'll piece together. I mean, you can see what Lane Kiffin did at Ole Miss. We pieced together offensive lines every single year. There was never this, hey, we're gonna go get the best guys in the country at the offensive line. We don't care. We got guys. We're gonna get the ball out fast.
Plug and play.
You won't need it, but at the same time, you got to have much better players to play that fast and go that fast. And if you don't, you'll fall behind these folks that are kind of trotting along, playing, good solid football, great defense. Good defense can mess up some of these plays if you're not in there. Anyway, that's my
and the Big Ten also
the Big Ten.
They've also started recruiting SEC speed too at some of these skill positions.
Yeah.
For years,
transfers and stuff like that.
Well, they were also still stuck with running the ground and pound offense. So it took them a while to start running the types of offense so that you have to run in today's game to win. I mean,
too cold to play fast up there.
But kind of back on Burt, it's just agonizing. He's trying to take a victory lap over the SEC because he's had, like I said, a couple 8-win seasons. He was 11 and 29 in SEC play when he was the head coach at Arkansas. All these coaches have egos, but I mean, zero self-awareness. Like, oh yeah, the SEC is not. He got ran out of the SEC.
Yeah.
And I've never been. I don't have nothing against Birch. He's all right, but it's just I don't know. Shut up.
You kind of you got like
shut up, you Yankee putz.
You like went like 0-3 at the Ryder Cup, but you're on the European team and you won, and you're over there just like shooting champagne in people's faces and stuff. It's just like
now, he did beat Ole Miss a couple of times out of those 11 wins.
Yeah,
2 I know of.
Oh yeah. Well, Burt's always had a good run game out in Wisconsin. Wasn't he where he came from?
Yeah, he came from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Anyway, Burt Bielema. Sit down. Shut up.
Sit down, Burt.
Sit down, Burt.
Well, this is our tonight. We're going to do our
part 3.
Part 3 of the SEC preview. We've done a couple other little, I guess you'd say preview type deals where you pick the record, but we're kind of doing
going just an overview of all 16 teams. If you missed the other episodes, go back and watch part 1 and 2. We had a live episode last week, but we're getting back in. Going to go back and
get back into mode here pretty soon. The next, I say probably spring practice week, August the 6th is probably when we'll start doing our 2 shows a week. Then of course we've already talked about doing live. We're gonna do 2 live shows on Saturday as well.
I'm probably gonna go live from the beach that weekend because I'm in honor of me going on vacation. I wore my oyster shirt. I'm gonna go down to the beach for a week.
Absolutely.
So I'll be down there
to the Bayman
7th through about the 14th or so, whole damn week. So
anyway, let's talk about little South Carolina. I've never understood all the hype on what's the damn quarterback's name.
North Sellers.
He looks the part. I mean, he's athletic, but he makes a couple of big plays here and there. I do not get people are talking to him for the highs. I mean, I said the same thing last year and got some hate on it, but I mean, I stand by it. I wouldn't want him on my team for nothing.
No, in pressure situations, he doesn't look like he knows exactly what to do with the ball, and he relies on the athleticism a whole lot too. So I don't know. They're going to be, and it's so funny. They didn't ask Shane Beamer like any hard questions whatsoever at media
He's on
days.
the hot seat.
He's definitely on the hot seat, but he's just acting like. If I just
everything's hunky dory.
If I just blindly go in there and he's dancing and doing TikTok videos and all these things, and
no, he's had a couple decent seasons, had a couple not so decent. I think he's an okay coach.
He made a couple of bonehead coaching decisions last year that cost them some games, I believe.
Remember the A&M game? He was like, I thought it was fake. They were up like 30-0 at halftime or something. And he was like celebrating to the fans as he's going to the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, you just can't. You got to keep your head down.
No, I mean.
Yeah, and I don't know. They didn't ask him about
Frank Beamer would have never done that.
How are you going to fix this? How are you going to fix that? There were no real tough questions at SEC Media Days. It was just kind of the coaches are here. Let's I've
got them going 8-4.
Yeah.
They have what I consider a very easy schedule.
Yeah. It's easy to get in the SEC.
Yes. They 8-4 might not be good enough. Yeah. You shouldn't be fired after 8-4 season. But I don't know. The natives are restless. I mean, they might. It'll be 50-50. You know, it also, they work the back channels and all that stuff. But depends on who is available. Like, if there's some, like, big guy that they think they might could get or something, then, I think 8-4, they'd probably still fire him.
We found out last season if you want to fire your coach and get a new one, you can do that.
Absolutely. Everybody's got something they can come up with.
So USC 8-4 is what we think they're gonna.
Absolutely.
Have. So moving on to our next team, we can do Florida or Georgia.
I'm gonna do Georgia. This is kind of. Okay. This is a short and sweet one. Kirby wins. Got a veteran QB, a veteran core coming back.
They lost some defensive players to the NFL.
Yeah, but they always
reload.
I'm not worried about their defense, really. I mean, no, they wasn't as good last year on defense.
The back end. I mean, they've always got
the portal makes it tougher on your defenses too, because like you said, the back end. Yeah. They got an easy ass schedule. I'm just gonna say it. Georgia does 10-2 at the absolute worst. Yawn, move on. They'll be a 3 seed in the playoff at worst. I feel like, unless like Gunnar Stockton or something gets hurt, But
they probably got another 5-star back.
They probably do. Next, Florida. I just I kind of love John Summerall. He's very, very close to being. If things would have played out a little different, I think he would have been Ole Miss's coach.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a good follow on Twitter too.
Absolutely.
They were making fun of him for having a pedicure.
Getting petties.
I was like, who didn't want somebody to rub on your feet? And I
didn't have a problem with it.
It took me 39 years to get a pedicure, and it was the best thing I've done in a long time.
Summerall's won at 2 different places. People kind of forget. He was at Troy. Mm-hmm. For a couple of years, and gave Ole Miss a run for their money when he was at Troy. It was still a game in the fourth quarter. That was a game I'm pretty sure that it was. We were in a lightning delay. It was hot as hell that day. We were in a lightning delay.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and they were like, "Well, lightning delay made the fans leave the stadium." Anyway,
heat lightning.
Yeah. They kind of have a favorable schedule. I'm giving them first year 8-4, 9-3. I'm gonna go 8-4.
8-4, yeah.
I think there's gonna be a lot of 8-4, 9-3.
There's gonna be a lot of beating up with the 9-game schedule now. There's gonna be a lot of beating up on each other. And somebody said, there's a
9
whole
is a new 10.
You can change. You can basically take the whole win-loss percentage and change it by a whole win or a whole game. Either way with this extra game, because people are there's gonna be some game where you shouldn't lose, and you're at the end of the season and somebody's hot and you're not, or you're not up for it. Trying to get your players up for 9 SEC games is gonna be very interesting. I think that's gonna come down to a lot of coaching and and preparation. And
didn't have to do this.
No, didn't have to. No,
but we did.
No, they were.
How many more losses are you adding to SEC teams?
And maybe it'll separate some people. I don't know, and maybe there needs to be some separation since
we may be coming back. We may be coming back, and like, damn, we should. That was a good idea. We were wrong. But
it's they did it for money. Let's just be honest. That's why they did it, was for an extra SEC game and extra SEC money. Because some of those games were throwaways there at the end of the season too, that weren't generating any revenue.
And we've done it a couple of times. This is all about. Saban always played, and Auburn started doing it. Saban would always play like Georgia Southern or Presbyterian or somebody like that the week before, the last game of the year, whenever they were getting ready to play Auburn.
Yeah.
Glorified bye week, really, basically.
Tune-up game.
Got one more team left in our thing here tonight. Oklahoma. For some reason, I had a lot more wrote down on them than the rest of these.
They got a good team.
Good team. Venables is a good defensive coach. I mean, also, what has Clemson done since he left?
Yeah.
Not much.
Not on defense, for sure.
And he kind of bided his time. He had several opportunities to jump ship and leave Clemson and go to get a head coaching job. He kind of waited. Turned down some pretty good jobs. I really can't remember what all they were off the top of my head, but
wasn't he in Oklahoma for a while though before he was promoted?
Who, Venables?
Yeah.
No, he was at Clemson first.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought
he was Clemson's DC for a while.
Forever. He was there for a long time.
And everybody was like, well, it got to the point to where like he had turned down a few jobs, and everybody was like, well, kind of like, okay, well, he's just going to be a defensive coordinator. But anyway, he finally took one.
Yeah.
And he
seems like a genuine dude.
They've kind of, I'm not sure Oklahoma fans have really like embraced him fully yet. They're still kind of like, I don't know about this guy.
He's not exactly charismatic, although they tanned him up real good for the SEC media days.
Yeah, I saw it.
Somebody said, God dang, Brent, where'd you been? He must have been playing golf all day or something like that.
I don't know.
They sure did tan him up. Maybe they're trying to get him a little more charisma for the Oklahoma fans.
John Mateer.
Yeah. What
version of him do you get? The pre-injury? He was one of the Heisman, if not the Heisman front runners, around the midway point.
Yeah.
Got hurt, messed like his finger, throwing hand up, came back way too early.
Yeah.
Had a couple dud weeks. Like they scored. They had a couple they didn't score anything.
14-point games, 7-point games. Yeah, and I saw something about him like adjusting his throwing motion or changing his delivery or something like that. I don't know. Over the offseason, I saw some little snippet of a video. But
I'm kind of thinking you're going to get the better version of him. I don't know why. Just a hunch. Because. You just tell he came back too early. I mean, and now towards the last couple of games, he kind of got it back a little bit.
Yeah. He also did say, though, at SEC Media Days, when they asked him about reading defensive coverages, he said, well, we don't really have time to do that. We just kind of throw to somebody who's open. So.
Red flag? Throw the grass. Run the grass.
I think he's a gunslinger. Yeah, I think they used the word gunslinger.
What was it Longo used to say? Phil Longo. Run the grass.
Run the grass, yeah. Run the grass.
Don't even run plays. Just go out there and look at backyard football. What could go wrong here?
You know what to do. Go ahead. You know what to do.
They got a kind of a backloaded schedule. See, I kind of think they're going to start off like 7-0.
Yeah.
Be flying high, and I think that'll carry them. I think they go 10-2, 11-1. Kind of. I mean, I think they're going to be. They got a good defense, and I mean,
always got a good defense.
Yep. Here we go, 11-1 Oklahoma.
11-1 Oklahoma. Well, there you go. That's our 4 teams for tonight that we're breaking down. We got anything else for this episode this evening, brother?
Don't believe I do. Kind of short one, seemed like.
Short and sweet. Good God. Let's see. Thank y'all for watching Top Shelf Grumbling again tonight. Y'all go check out OleMiss365.com. And if you want to sponsor this podcast, let us know. We sponsored this podcast episode again this evening.
Ad sheets are going to come in here in a couple of days, maybe.
Adios, hotty toddy.